All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless, no story is worthless. Today, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a very, very special treat for you. Man, today it's all about the health, wellness, mental health as well, the physical, and we're going to go a little old school, it's baseball season. We're going to talk a little baseball, you know what I'm saying? But joining me all the way from the West Coast, best coast, y'all, look here, y'all already know how I feel about it, okay? Hollywood, y'all, joining me all the way from Hollywood. Man, put your hands together for Jorge. Blamo. How are you, brother?
I'm well, I'm taking in that West Coast sunshine.
Man, it does not get any better than West Coast sunshine, trust me. Yes, especially around this time of evening, that sunset, beautiful pink clouds, overcast. Oh yeah, trust me. Oh yes, sir. Yes. So, man, for those, who may be looking like, he looks a little familiar to me. I think I've seen him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you have. He is an actor. Okay? Man, appearing such credits. Now, these are just a few credits now. Okay? I mean, man, we ain't finna roll out the whole Rolodex, but just a few credits, Bull, the TV series Bull, CBS. You all may recognize him from that. Or, if you like me, love the Wu. You know what I'm saying? For all my Wu-Tang fans out there watching on Hulu, Wu-Tang, an American, story. Man, he's appeared on that as well. So, yeah, that's why I see. Yeah. Or, you may have seen him on a couple of commercials, billboards, Remy Martin, Sling TV, Audi, man, wonderful cars, Bose, wonderful stereo equipment, and Under Armour, man, I'm just doing these free plugs. They ain't even paying me for that, but, I'm just saying, man. Sometimes when I got greatness right here, you know what I'm saying? You just got to do what you got to do. So, I give you all those accolades, man, and just to set up what we're going to talk about today. You have appeared in a lot of things, but a lot of people don't know the backstory that you took to get to this point, and even though acting is a love of yours, it wasn't always the first love. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and man, just like, the mental health, physical wellness, things of that nature, and probably try to debunk some myths about people's perception about living out in Hollywood and being an actor out in Hollywood, because people have their own thoughts and feelings. So we're going to talk about all that. But first and foremost, sir, let's get into, let's go old school, So for those who may not, know your backstory, where are you originally from, sir?
So I'm from New Jersey. Lived there my whole life. Went to Penn State for college for a good old 5.5 years. I did that extra year and a half. And then I went back to New York and stayed there for a couple years, and I had to move on to the West Coast.
Yes. Okay, all right. Nittany Lions, you know what I'm saying? Penn State.
Lions, we are.
Yeah, all right, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Big Ten country, man, we all got to represent, so it's all good. It's all good.
Don't tell me you're an Ohio State fan. I hope.
Oh, no. You know what city I'm in. So the state that I'm in.
So Northwestern?
Oh, God. That's
You said
yeah, but I mean, you pull out Northwestern? You couldn't even pull out Illinois? Is that team that bad? Is the team that bad, Georgia? Is the team that bad that you can't mention the University of Illinois?
I'm playing with you. They have a good football program. My brother actually is coaching there now. He's a tight end coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'll make sure he takes care of you then.
Now, see, you know what? We can talk about that. You know, now, see, okay, now, you know what? I have a reason to go to Evanston now. I have a reason to go to Evanston. Normally, I don't have a reason to go to Evanston. So, no, you know, they always lose. But anyway, that's totally story, you know, different story for a totally different day. But, I mean, now, as I said before, you had two loves, man, acting and baseball. But before the acting, it was baseball. Now, pretty sure, man, Jersey, Yankees, you know, we sort of like already established that. But tell me about your love of baseball growing up, man. Who was your favorite players and what was it about the game that, you know, just drew you in?
So for me, honestly, it was like wiffle ball when I was like literally like 2 years old. I had a bat and I just swung. It was a home run. And everyone was like, oh, my God. So I was like, yo, I liked how I felt when people were, like, saying, like, oh, my God. So every time I just kept trying to hit, and I would, like, hit it far. So I just kept going. And then Ken Griffey Jr., of course, gotta give him the respect. Kenny Lofton. Then I would see, like, old school clips of Ozzie Smith. And then as I got older, I would say when Griffey, you know, pulled his hamstrings and unfortunately he got hurt, then I would say Albert Pujols.
Oh, the machine. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved his power and I loved how he rarely struck out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look here. Look here. We can stay on this subject for the whole time that we sit up here talking. We could talk baseball all day, okay? This is one of my favorite sports, but some of the people you just named, like, Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, champions. Kenny Lofton, I want to say, was on the Cleveland team that went to the World Series, and, you know, he was on the Atlanta team as well that won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, you know, man, these are like great people to, you know, like learn and pull from and, you know, just great baseball growing up. Now, what position did you play?
So honestly, I was a utility player at first. Mm-hmm. So, but my main primary position was center field, right field, and I closed.
Let me just put it in context for some of you out there like, okay, what does that? So he plays center field. Let me just tell you how athletic and how smart you really have to be to play center field and know certain defenses. Because sometimes, I mean, you know, there are those out there that know baseball, but for those who really don't know, like, okay, you just hit the ball and the ball goes. No, that's no.
You gotta read the ball off the bat.
Right, you gotta read the ball off the bat. You gotta know the direction. Wind plays a factor. Sun plays a factor. Like the elements play a factor. Like, you know, things play factors in you know, all these. So like anchoring in certain positions, man, yeah, you know, that comes with a, you know, big responsibility. So man, so what? Baseball through what? Grammar, middle school, high school, college?
Always college. I got hurt my sophomore year at Penn State, and then that's actually how I found acting.
Okay.
Like full time, yeah. Because I've always been acting since I've been little, but like usually it's like you have to choose, right? The program. So in high school, I could either play baseball or I had to be in theater, and I loved baseball, so I was just like, I'm just gonna play baseball. And then once I got hurt in college, one of my friends was in the acting community at Penn State. He was doing shows, and he was just like, yo, I need you. So I really did it, and it just took my heart from there.
Okay, so now take me through that whole experience, because I mean, I know we're just talking about it, but like, all right, your two loves, all right, yes, I have this, you know, I have the setback here with this injury, but, you know, that allows me to go forward with my other love as well. Just what is it about acting, you know, truly deep down inside that just gives you that passion that you have for like playing baseball as well?
Honestly, I think acting I use it as therapy, right? In that moment, obviously, like I still wanted to play for the team, and I was very distraught. So, in order for me to like get my emotions out, I think acting was the only way to really truly do that, because naturally I just keep things in. So when in acting, you have to express yourself right through the character. So I use the characters kind of to express myself, and that's how I feel relieved. Like every time I'm on set, it's just I don't feel like I'm working.
Okay, all right. I see what you did there. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, okay. So let's talk about it from the mental health perspective, then. Because my platform is big on mental health. May coming up is Mental Health Awareness Month. So it's been in the news lately as well. But let's talk about it from that aspect. Here it is, man. Growing up, playing a game I love, doing what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I have this setback, but now, as you just said, man, I roll into acting. Acting is like my therapy, man, because I have to express emotion. I have to get it out. I have to, do this and the other. And as you said, you don't even feel like you're working. It's just like, hey, I'm here to hang out, you know what I'm saying? And just do these things and then I'm going to go, But just talk about it from like a mental health aspect of like, acting being that savior for you.
So I guess like when I break it down, whatever character I get, each character has their own characteristics. So when I'm like reading and analyzing the script, I'm drawing emotions from what I've been through, and without really realizing it, I'm putting myself into therapy, because I'm forcing myself to rethink about what's happened, how I can become better from that. And, like that's how I continue to grow, honestly, with each character. And that's why I love acting so much, because it's forcing me to just become more human and understand my surroundings and experiences. And hopefully, like, I'm using my skills that God has given me to help others who are also going through that same exact situation.
Okay. All right. Now, see, I love that. I love that aspect of it, because as you said, man, I'm going through it. I'm expressing, man, like I have to show emotions. Like this character displays these types of emotions. I have to display those. And you're putting your best foot forward, and I think sometimes, just having that mental prep as an athlete, man, you always want to put your best forward, because that stage ain't no different than being on that field. When them lights come on, those lights come on, man, it's time to go. When those machines come on, it's time to go. When that board is clicked, yeah, all right, action, it's time to go. So it's no different than, a man stepping to the plate, hitting, man, a rope straight to center, and you got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? Either A, I'm going to run up this, field and I'm going to catch this ball, or B, man, I'm just going to let it go over me, and hopefully it doesn't go out the park and I can get it on the ricochet.
off the wall and pose him at second.
right. Like, man, like, hey, like, players don't do that. I mean, man, only if it's like safety involved, don't do that, man, because you really going to be on that pond. Don't do that. But anyway. But no, man. So let me ask, like, you're like out east, man, you're going through everything, but you have found this passion. You have found this love for acting. What was it that made you say, you know what, man, if I'm really going to do it, I'm going to the entertainment capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? This is where they do it. Like, what made you take that leap of faith to go to Hollywood and make it happen for yourself?
So I always had Hollywood in my mind, I just lived in New York at the time. I had my mom, and then she passed away. So like that, I needed a new atmosphere, and also that like one other time would I have to go pursue my passion and be more competitive, right? Because honestly, like if you really want to be the best, you have to come out here and compete. So I came out here and just tried to compete and still competing,
Hey, man. Yeah, well, hey, but you know what? I love that mentality, though. Like, I got to get out of this, area to get here, because in order to be the best, I got to be on the playing field with the best. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I'm going to get recognized, and it's just that competitiveness. It's that desire, to like, just want to put the, best foot forward. And, man, I want to talk a little bit about, man, just being in the Hollywood spotlight, because I'm pretty sure you have friends. I have friends. I know people. You know people, and there are just people out here who have this misconception about living in LA and Hollywood. Like, a lot of people don't know. Sometimes Hollywood is its own space from LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't really recognize that Hollywood is really its own space from LA. But like, man, from your perception being out here working on these sets, you know what I'm saying? Working, doing these commercials, doing these print ads. Like, I mean, man, like, as you said, it's very competitive, but from like the mental health aspect, what are some misconceptions that people don't really understand about being in this, man, like being in the career field, man, like really being in the acting game out here in LA and in Hollywood?
I feel like you can easily come out here and like get into different traps if you're not focused. There's a lot of networking out here, and if you're just not focused at your craft, you can just kind of get lost in the sauce. And it's just being disciplined, right? Knowing what you want to do, and just sticking to your goals and your morals at the end of the day. That's the best way I would say it. Mental wise, it's hard because, people act friendly at first, and then they kind of like ghost you, or they're just not who they say they are. So I guess if you come out here alone, it's definitely lonely. It's definitely lonely. I won't say that. You just gotta get like your good group of people and just stay grounded, check in with people. I think COVID really helped, kind of, because the more people were FaceTiming more, they were going on Zooms and talking to people. So I think that helped me in the time, and I've just kind of kept that same mindset and just kept going, Like, I always have the athlete mentality. Even though I'm losing, I'm always trying to figure out how to win and stay winning. That's just how it is.
I like that. And I mean, as you said, a lot of people really don't understand. It's easy to get lost in the sauce. And I look at it as someone so, man, nicely put it to me. If you come out here and you are only wearing one hat, you're going to lose a lot. You got to come out here. You have to wear at least, man, 3 to 4 hats. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to get you in the door. Sometimes you're going to have to wear more hats than that, to get to certain, like, pretty much, as you said, certain areas and certain fields and certain circles that you really want to be in. And you are correct. It is a lot of networking that you can do out there. But on the flip side of that, you are correct as well, because there's the Hollywood talk, And we know what the Hollywood talk is. As you said, they're friendly, you know what I'm saying? And it's sort of like the sale, the push and pull. I'm going to pull you in by being friendly or whatever. And now that I got you, I'm just going to push you to the side now, because now I ain't got time, unless you serve a purpose that I serve. And as you said, if you're out here alone, mentally, that can be draining. That can be, nerve-wracking, because here you are trying to make it, and the wheels can spin quickly if you don't have a solid team. And, man, you are, brother, you are so correct. So correct. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk a little bit about, the highs and lows of Hollywood, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, and pretty much as I said, oh, well, man, he's on these, television shows. He's doing these commercials. He's doing these ads. So, man, he's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's known. People know him. But let's talk about the real, because as I said, you're really in this life, man. So give us the, reality of, the highs and lows of working in Hollywood.
So, it's funny you say that because no one really asked that question. So I'm happy I'm able to explain it. So basically, the simplest way I could put it is I'm batting 30%, like 0.03 is batting average. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really put it into analysis,
yeah.
I've received 1,000 no's before you've seen one yes. And my yes is, oh, okay, you've seen me on this commercial, you've seen me on this TV show. And then again, it's just mindset, like you said, right? I've had to kind of be desensitized to no's and just be like, okay, it's fine. It's part of the process. And then now I love the process, right? Now I get an audition. I obviously I want to get all of them, but it's not realistic. I'm not going to get all of them. I can't bat 1,000. So if I could bat 350, I'm happy. You feel me? That's the mindset I'm going. It's like baseball. There's going to be curveballs in the dirt. I'm going to swing. I'm going to strike out. I'm going to get into slumps, but I'm also going to break the slump. I'm going to stay on base. I'm going to be a great asset for my team. So that's just how I've been attacking the acting.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't know how my heart over here is just smiling because it's like, the coach in me and the player in me, like the little kid in me is just like, yeah, but that's how you have to be. And, seriously, that's why I feel like, athletes are some of the most, strongest people that you'll ever really come across. And that's no offense to people that serve our country and things of that nature. I'm not even talking about it from that standpoint. But as you you broke it down so eloquently. All right. So in your field, man, baseball is also your other love. If I'm batting 325 to 360, damn, I'm having a pretty good year. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Know what? Hey, man, despite what happens, I'm having a pretty good year. But if I'm batting, .030, you know what I'm saying? I'm not having a good year. But you gotta have that mentality to break through that. As you said, there will be slumps. The slumps will be no's. You know what I'm saying? The slumps will be depression. The slumps may be, not having the financial means to get the clothes washed and food this week. You know what I'm saying? The slump may be, man, look, I know I'm good for the next 2 months on rent, but damn, I got to get, the rest of this going. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I got to get out here. And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't think people really pay enough attention to that. Or I'm just going to keep it real. And I would really like to hear your thoughts on this too, and it's no offense to them, but how you took your chance and you went out here, to Hollywood to make a name for yourself. In this day and time, it's easy to get on the internet, social media, do a skit, you know what I'm saying? And I've actually talked to, casting directors, and they have actually admitted this to me, that sometimes it's not about the talent, it's really about the following, and, you have people who come in, and it's no knock on them if a studio is bringing them in, but if you've been out there grinding, this is your passion, and this is just a person that's just taking it, for, let's just be real, shits and giggles, because 9 times out of 10, that's what it is for them. Oh, y'all just get to see me. Mentally, from a mental health aspect, how, like, I ain't even gonna say damaging, but like, how much of a slap in the face can that be?
Just to relate it to baseball again, you know, sports sometimes there's politics and everything, right? So honestly, the way I see it is sometimes a coach might think that someone's better, but you know they're not. I mean, you know, they end up showing themselves. That's how I look at it. They show themselves, so you just gotta stay in, keep practicing, keep doing your reps. Don't hate on them, you know what I mean? Like I'm happy for anyone that gets any spotlight. It's their time. Let them get their time. Mine is coming. That's how I look at it. So it's just like I just keep going. You can't stop. Because if you don't truly love it, then that would affect you. That's how I look at it. If I'm letting that affect me, that means I'm not good at what I do. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing it. The right person will see, and that's history.
So let me ask you a question, okay? Because I'm a little curious now. When you got the, you know, parts that you got, the roles that you got for like Bull and Wu-Tang and American Story, like, what was the feeling like? What was the emotion like? Like, you know, take people through that, because see, sometimes, and you know, people who have been grinding for a long time, however they grind is how they grind, but they still hear their like no's, still waiting on that yes. And here it is, you know, you've had the opportunity to showcase your talents, you know, on the main, pretty much on the main field, you know, a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? So, but just take us through those emotions, man. What is it like when you get that yes, and especially a yes to like the big event rather than, man, we playing over here at the Y this week. No, I don't want to. And there's no offense to the Y, but I'm just saying, I want to play over here, you know, like I want to be over here at Yankee Stadium, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play at the Y, you know, but talk to me.
So this business is very cutthroat. I've had roles, like one time I had this role for Derek Jeter's memoir. It was his retirement. I got super excited. Oh my God, I'm in Derek Jeter's thing. I started telling everybody, yo, I'm gonna be in it. Then it came out. I wasn't in it. You see? So that was one of the most humbling things that's ever happened to me. So now, even if I get a role and it's cool, I book it, you know, I shoot it, you don't know if your scene is going to make it onto the actual project. So now I kind of just stay humbled. I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I just want to keep obviously stacking up and building my foundation to the next level. And then when I get happy when I see it on the actual screen, you know? Mm-hmm. That's when I really, really am happy. But not until then, because it's happened to so many actors. Like, you do a role, you're excited, and then you just don't make it. Like, sometimes you just don't make the cut. Yeah. So I just try to stay grounded in everything that I do, and just grateful that I made it on, and then on to the next project. That's just how you have to think. Even like auditions, there's some auditions I fall in love. I'm like, yo, I killed it. I'm so happy. And then you don't get a call back. You have to learn to detach, you know? That's just the best way to go about it. Once you put too much into it, then you start getting into your emotions, and then you start feeling a type of way. And that doesn't do any good.
Mm-hmm. Well, so to go back to the mental health piece that we talked about, that's what I'm saying, you know, like, I don't think sometimes people really realize what it is to truly chase a dream and to be in such a real cutthroat, competitive market. And, you know, like, some of us may hear the term cutthroat like, yeah, you know what, I can hold my own. But when you really get out here and you see, hey, you know, there's like 50, man, there's like 50 of you all and we all look alike. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we're all fighting for this one part. You know, like, that's different. And as you said, you can go in there with the confidence of an ox or what have you and be like, yeah, I destroyed everything. Man, I murdered it. I knocked it out the park. But don't get that call. You know, and then it's like, okay, as you said, you have to learn how to detach. Because if you don't, man, as I said, that sunshine ain't free now. Just because it look good out there and just because it's shining, the same sunshine that's going to make you warm will be the same sunshine that will make you depressed and sad as well. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't really like felt this experience, and I know you know what I'm talking about, there's a such thing as the depressive sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it could be a beautiful day and the sun's shining bright, but you don't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to figure out how to get through the day and how to get something going so you can get back on that winning streak. So that winning streak can get you, you know, man, from first base, second base, third base, home. You know what I'm saying? And probably back up to the plate again, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
I feel like you're always going to get another chance to bat. It may not be the same game, but you always get another chance to bat. Even if it's not this season, it's next season. Just don't, until you retire, you're always going to get another at bat.
So look, what's your advice for those out there chasing a dream? It doesn't necessarily have to be acting. It doesn't necessarily have to be baseball. But for those out there really chasing a dream right now, and, you know, I may want to sing, I may want to, you know, act. I don't know what I may want to do. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not Hollywood, you know, they may want to go to New York. But the fact that you're out here living, you know, your passions and doing the things that you really want to do, what advice would you have for those who are pretty much sitting on the sideline, sort of contemplating, should I get in the game or not?
Just do it. Because if you don't do it, you start asking your peers around you, family, friends, that they're just going to give you negative answers. Only you know what you want to do. You know what your vision is. Just continue to go after it. And I know it's cliche, just fall in love with the process, because if you don't fall in love with the process, it's not going to work. It's like working out, right? Like, if you don't love to work out, you're going to stop doing it. If you don't like eating clean, you're going to stop doing it. Like, you just have to love what you're doing in order to get to that goal and stay there, you know? And then once you get to that goal, that's just the beginning. Now you've leveled up to a whole new ball game, and now you have to maneuver that. So there's never a way to settle. That's the way I would say. You're always aspiring to a new level, because as you get older, you just evolve. That's it.
See, man, look, I'm just going to say this, man. I love the energy. You know, I just love the conversation. But most importantly, man, I love your positivity, dude. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that you're just on this plane, you know what I'm saying, that you get it. You know what I'm saying? What I also love about you is the fact that, man, as I said before, yes, I'm still an athlete. I still apply these analogies of sports to life because, man, sports and life ain't that too much different. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pretty much go hand in hand. And if I've been on both sides, why not apply the rules to both sides? But, you know, as you said, trust the process for each one different, you know. So if this is the process for acting, trust this process. If this is the process for baseball coaching, this, that, what have you, trust this process, you know. So since we're talking about mental health and these things of that nature, man, let's talk about self-care, because we hear a lot about self-care, and man, living out in Hollywood, no. Are we going to like the fancy places on Rodeo, Melrose, and are we in Rolls Royce chilling in Beverly Hills? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're doing all that, but take us through what, your self-care routine. What's self-care for you?
Meditation. It's definitely huge. My form of meditation is praying. So I would say whoever you believe in, whatever your entity is, just try to tap into yourself, because that's number one, most important. Once you understand yourself, who you are, what you want, then anything that comes to you can't really affect you, because you know where you stand. Number two is just move, daily. Even if it's going, like right now, I'm going on a walk while I'm talking to you. Like, it's just therapeutic, just get move your body. You don't have to do too much. Just as long as you stay consistent, just eat right, fruits, water. And then surround yourself with people that actually want you to win. Because it's easier said than done, because, sometimes you think people really want your success, and then you see their demeanors, the way they act in certain situations. They treat you the way that you wouldn't want to be treated, but it's part of life. You just gotta understand. Sometimes you have to detach from those negative things, and that's also kind of blocking you from getting to the next step. So for me, anything negative, I've always tried to just get away from me and just stay positive. It's easier said than done, don't get me wrong, but that's how I go about it.
Well, look, man, as I said before, I just love your approach to everything, man. I love your calmness, and maybe it's the meditation, maybe it's like the walking or what have you, maybe it's the athlete, just the being straight, resilient, sometimes defiant in the midst of, adversity or what have you. But like, I just like the fact that, no matter what, as you said, you trust the process that you've laid for yourself, and you're going to follow that, and, you have this pattern. And once again, as I said, man, as we said before, definitely you said before, especially in a place like Hollywood, LA, West Coast, what have you, where people come to make their dreams happen, you do have to surround yourself with a circle of people that truly want to see you win. Because it's easy to surround yourself with people that you think are for you, but they're not for you, because living in a city such as LA, Hollywood, things of that nature, man, huge, huge place. And sometimes we just need a friend. And, man, sometimes people show themselves to be a friend, but in reality, they may be a foe.
I've experienced it, so I'm always trying to help other people. So it's not, like I said, it's easier said than done. It's not everything's a cakewalk, but life is a roller coaster. You're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows. You just got to stay on the ride and just pray for the best. That's it.
Hey, man, look. That's how you get that gold glove, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get that gold. Man, look here. I mean, come on now. They just don't hand those out now. You got to be playing that defense now. You got to work. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So, real quick, man. I think I read somewhere you have like some upcoming movies coming out. Now, I know if there are certain things you can't talk about, we're not going to talk about it. But I know one of the movies, I believe it was called With Myself.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That's going to be a really, really, it's a beautiful film. So basically, it was based in COVID, right when COVID started and the pandemic. And I play Alex, the boyfriend to the main character. And, my character wasn't the best of people. And the main character goes, I don't want to give too much, but she goes through this dilemma of trying to find herself in this mental bind. So it's funny that you're talking about mental health. The movie is all about mental health and being happy in who you are, and also being okay to discover who you are, even though you don't know. You're scared to find out. So that's going to be a really good one. I can't wait till that one's out.
Now, do you know where is this going to be theater? Is this going to be
still being worked out? I think it's on the VOD. Hopefully it goes to theaters. Hopefully it does. You know, just praying for that one. I think it's going to do really, really well. It's a great, beautiful film.
Okay. All right. So other than that, now, you still have your projects with Bull, and you still have other things that you have in the fold as well, correct?
Yeah. So then I have another film, a feature film as well. It's called Rocky's Galaxy. It's kind of like a sci-fi kind of comedy. Okay. That should be coming out, and it's like a Christmas movie, so around November, I would say. That one too. It was my first time doing a sci-fi film, so I was really excited. That one's going to be fun, and it's a funny film, definitely family friendly. And then I also have a horror short, where I'm actually the lead. It's called Dysmorphic, and basically my character has problems with himself. He looks in the mirror and he sees something different. So my character is battling how he looks and his imagery and everything. And again, mental health. See?
Come on. You see where I'm going with this now. You see where I'm going now. Come on now.
So yeah, those are the two, three projects I have, and then I'm also working on documentaries, self projects. I can't really talk too much about.
Brother, I know.
But just know when it comes out, I'll let you know. Don't worry.
Hey, informative content, y'all. Y'all know I'll be trying to hook the people up with the real. Hey, look, I have a motto over here. Okay, my motto is I won't cheat you to beat you now, okay? Now, if I beat you, I'm just going to beat you straight up, I ain't going to cheat you to beat you, all right? But look, seriously, if people want to get in contact with you, man, they want to follow you, social media, websites, emails, things of that nature, how can they do so?
My handle's at JORGIO BLAMO, Giorgio Blamo. Yeah, my nickname is Giorgio. Everyone calls me Giorgio. So that's my handles for Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok, but those are my handles. And then my website's being made right now. It's just my name, jorgeblamo.com. And then there you can stay updated with everything that I've done. Many clips of my scenes and just different accolades that I'm involved in.
Well, yes, because I seen you up there working out. I seen the workout videos. I seen you out there doing your thing.
Oh, I forgot too. I also directed my first music video. It's Como 2, COMO space TU with the apostrophe, Como 2, by an artist named Mary Monty. That was my directorial debut. So go ahead and give that one a look and let me know how you think about it.
Right. Shout out to Mary Monte. You know what I'm saying? Como 2. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Look here, man. Look. Man, I feel like I'm having a conversation with one of the homies back home. You know what I'm saying? Like we just sitting down on the stoop having a nice sit down,
Yes.
But
yes. We had a cookout.
Man, look here. You bring what you gonna bring, I'm gonna bring what I'm gonna bring. We gonna make it a party, okay? But no, man, I'll come to the last question, but this is the question that my show is known for. But I would love to hear your answer, okay? Georgia! What is the one word that best describes you and why?
Vivacious.
Ooh, come on, brother. Come with that explanation.
because I'm full of. Sorry, a helicopter's going over my head. Because I'm full of life, and I try to give life to everything that comes around me.
You know, hey man, look, as I said before, you know, just the energy between, you know, just us having this talk or whatever, you know, this conversation, it doesn't really feel like an interview, you know, it just feels like a regular conversation, you know. But just in this time that we've been talking, you know, we're coming up on an hour, and it doesn't even feel like it's been an hour. Man,
seriously?
It's been almost an hour. You know, right?
I can talk to you forever.
Right. I mean, but as you see, you know, man, back to what you were talking about, you know, vivacious, and you know, like being that beacon, man, and like it's like I said, you know, sitting here talking to you, you know, I can feel that energy, you know, just in how you delivering everything and carrying yourself, and just your demeanor and what it takes, you know, to really make it in a place such as Hollywood, you know, and to really still be level-headed, to have your head on tight, you know, that's a blessing, you know, because as you said, you can easily get lost in the sauce, quick, fast, in a hurry, just getting off the bus in Hollywood, you know, like, I mean, man, 5 minutes in, you're a totally different person than you were before you got off the bus, you know. But I just like your whole spirit, man. I like your story. I appreciate the story, man. As a, you know, fellow athlete, as a lover of, you know, sports, especially baseball, you know, I love the analogies, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, even though he's a Yankees fan, I ain't mad at it, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's all good, you know, I mean, we ain't got to play them like 7 or 8 times a year, you know, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
We should go catch a game. We should go catch a game for sure now.
Hey, brother, look here, man, look. We gonna talk a little bit after this. We gonna really exchange, you know, cause no Hollywood talk or nothing like that, man. Like, you know, I really. So as you were talking about, you know, acting being your therapy, me building this platform is my therapy. I actually built this platform in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, you know, my wife and I. Well, my wife was already living in LA. I moved from here to LA to be with her, you know, and we're just out there living, and she had her own platform. I was running the camera for her, you know. We're just hanging out at a place one night, and I just made the suggestion to her about she should have a show here, you know, and I mean, man, actually it had like the old New York Jamaican patty, man, spot. You know what I'm saying? And you know which ones I'm talking about, man. They got like the little golden crown with the little crust. Man, that's
golden crust.
So, you already know what I'm talking about. Man, them oh God. Jesus, like I can taste it right now in my mind. It's like they got crack in it. Anyway.
But Jamaican food out here is not good.
No, it's not.
It is terrible.
Okay, you know what? I have to do my ending right now. We gonna talk about oh no. But look here. Man, brother, this has been a blast. I've enjoyed you coming onto the platform. Look, let me just tell you right now, you are not a stranger. You are considered family. Man, whatever you have going on in the future, you want to come back, share with us. These doors are always open to you. You family now. No Hollywood talk.
Appreciate that, bro.
None of that, man. For real, man.
It's reciprocal.
Man, that's what's up. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, man, y'all already know what it is. This has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I've been your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me, all social media platforms, Word with Ty Brownlow, or go to my website, tybrownlow.com. Man, definitely get this wonderful conversation plus other great conversations. We out, y'all. Peace.